I don't know, you know? Expressing yourself honestly, oops, is one of the key main things in like martial arts and fighting. It's pretty much about everything in life. Feels so good. Just that constant movement. It circulates all your cells so easily. It's so fun to do. It's so fun to do. It really is. It's natural. It's okay. It's safe. It doesn't hurt you. Unless the guy's too forceful. But yeah, to honestly, we need to start rethinking and reconsidering how we view almost everything. Almost everything. Because none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. None of it's that beautiful otherwise. Life is so much more fun and exciting otherwise, you know? God, what's life all about, you know? It's about each other. It's about the little moments. Apparently, so it seems it is. And so it seems it is. Nothing brings me more joy than talking to you. Than being out here being goofy like I am. Thanks, guys. Where's that burnout at? Right here. But no, I can't do that justice, man, because it's so violent. The remembrance of Troy? I wanted to say it earlier in Troy. But yeah, I was like, the 100% just right off, just down. Because I was trying to punch through his spine. So I was like, wham, just like everything's boom, just like I'm trying to convey the impact of the hits. It was like I was driving him to the ground, but it was like the speed of it was like this. It was like, but like the impact was like whoosh, 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 whoosh. And it was like every time it's like if you could see like an X-ray or electrospectrograph, you could see like the bones of my arms were like being stressed so much I could almost feel them about to break. Like the tension, just like the pain was building up, just building. Wow! The first hit took me part of my body by surprise. Like, whoa, boom! I was like, whoa! Just, boom. But the body just kept going. Yeah, I was just, wow. Through the punching bag, through the sleeping bag, into the ground. Soft forest dirt, earth. It felt like the bag got caught around my hands and it was like whipped up and it was like flying all around and like dirt was like being kicked up because like I was just hitting it so hard. And just the bag was just wrapped around my fists. Oh wow. Yeah. You don't get that angry for just for any reason. You have to experience something which sets you off. Neighbors in the forest basically heard me and yeah. Yeah, most of them go, yeah. Queen Alexandria, she was standing over me like this. That's what they do. They stand so the queens, the soldiers, the physical ones, they stand so close to you, literally hugging you all the time, keeping you safe. That's how they can watch over your every movement. That's how they know what's wrong with you. And they are very strong. They can, unlike Aurelia, Queen Alexandria, she can protect me more physically. And Aurelia does mostly the energy. When it comes to striking something in full physical combat, just when I was hitting those boards, yeah, she protected my fist. She protects your fist. She protects you. Your angels protect you with ultraviolet light. It absorbs some of that impact. Sorry, God. Sorry, that's so satisfying. It feels like I'm doing something in life, you know? Honestly. Thanks, guys. Ponies! 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 That's okay. Keep tension until you're really spent. Always take care of yourself first. Don't really matter with the recordings and all that. You wanna, take care of your physical vessel first, guys. Always, please. And there is a difference. There is a difference between being tired and aging as well. One more time. Honestly, I'd rather do that than soldier squats. Yeah, girls, big boobs. I'm like, okay, so boobs are okay. Any size boob is just fine. It's gonna attract the man, almost a true man, no matter what. It doesn't even matter if you're flat. For me, that's even better because you can lay up close against your heart. You can lay up against that person safely. You can just rub their hole like this. Just there's no. You don't have to. It's like you rub that person directly. My thinking, anyway. That's kind of hot. Big flat chested. And you're of age. But like overly big boobs just for the sake of it, just drawing it on your characters, that to me looks off. Because your body, your biology, your flow needs to have a set size. For your heart, your system. You don't have giant like sex organs. You don't have giant organs like that. It's unnatural. It looks wrong. It's like, what happened to you? Are you okay? What were you exposed to? Oh my God! You got so much weight on you. You got so much weight on your chest. Are you freaking okay, girl? I'm not even trying to like seek anything from you. I'm honestly like concerned from the bottom of my heart. Are you fucking okay? Lady, your boobs are too huge for your body. They're too big for your body. It looks weird. It looks wrong. It doesn't look hot. It's like, it's like intimidating. It's like imposing. It's like, if your boobs are you, no true guy who loves you is going to complain. But just to like put on a character, just do it. Just any character, just imagine like big, just something. It's just like it's absurdity. It's just like it's not even realistic anymore. It's just like, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? What do you do with this? I mean, you rub it, but it's so much of it you can't even like properly like. My hands aren't that big. How can I just? Jeez, I mean. I can see it being natural, but like it's just the reality of it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. If you look at me, it makes sense. It adds up. My arms don't really, but it adds up when you look at a person. Their character needs to add up. It's like that's a human being. It's not just a mythical creature. It's not just a mythical. That's beauty. You're a work of art, lady. You got whatever C, B, C, D cups or whatever you got. It's beautiful. Oh my fucking God. Let me touch them. Let me be close to you. Let me be close to them. Words from the soul, man. God, I don't care how big you are. Just be with me. Just don't make yourself unnatural. Basically. Don't violate what the Divine Mother has given you. Don't violate what the plan of the universe has given you. That is your own innate natural beauty. Oh. By the way, I was doing something like this with my bike. It's not right. Usually my right. I was standing up, like, doing this. Just finding my hip mobility. Because I've never really done it before. That's why I like a lot of, like, dun dun dun. It's like, it takes grace and movement in order to do that. To pull that off, to pull hip movements off, fluidly, slowly. You gotta practice a lot at them. And you really gotta push, like, your flexibility and your limits. To, like, so you can get maximum. Up and down, back and forth. Against those bones. My cheek. because I just ate. Let me take it easy. Bodies are caressing rest. There's a video which I'm going to link. There's a video which I'm going to link in the description, and I'm going to show you the motility of your cells, of white blood cells. And just when you see that, imagine that happening all within your body, and you have conscious control over all of it. Whenever you rage like that, when you get hyped up, all your cells, they exit your bloodstream, they exit the safety of your heart, your vessels, and they enter to the exterior cavity of your bloodstream, of your organs, and it pumps you up. It prepares you for attack, for defense, for anything. And to calm yourself down, you gotta call that back into yourself. You gotta will them back into your bones. That's what I'm realizing, anyways. That's what I'm realizing. That is what I'm realizing. What I've realized yesterday. I'm getting closer to performing fire body. Last night, I was at 70 to 60% of being able to pull it off completely, just normally, just sitting there, just at a dead standstill. And you just rage out. You push with your heart, and for a root, a noble cause. Someone got hurt to you. And you just push that bitch. You push that baby, bro. You push that baby. Then you say bitch. You push that baby, man. And you push that bitch. You being that bitch, you push that bitch, and just, I can't, oh God. But yeah, okay. Yeah, be gentle to your cells. You can push yourself easily too hard, just cellularly. And this, you want that state of relaxation. You want to be able to pull this off normally. To be safe, to be peaceful, to be happy. Yeah, this, ladies, girls, this helps so much. If you ever have a guy, like, not that, but like, not just this, but like, just grab here, and like, not so far back here, to like right here, and it's like, just do this from just on his face, because the way your thumbs will cover the front part of his, just do this for him. Do this for your partners. I don't care, male, female, male, female, it doesn't freaking matter. Love is love. You love that person, you want to be with them. You want to love them, you want to love on them, take care of their bodies, take care of yourself. Love is love, man. I don't give a shit if you're whatever, transsexual, transvestite, confused, gender bent. You're still a child. You're still a soul. You are still alive. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fight for your right. I don't give a fuck. And if anybody else thinks something stupid of it, they can just go fuck off! Basically. I love you, Mama. I love you, Mama. Yeah, instead of striking it like I was doing, girls, guys, just seriously, okay, so what you saw me doing before in that 15 FPS like video, that one that I recorded accidentally, what I was doing like that, basically trying to force, like, imagine myself like being able to take that force, like being able to punch through somebody, punch through something like a building or something. Like, could I do that? Could I take that? The answer is maybe. If I work on it enough, you will. You just gotta force it, man. You just gotta force that thing. Gotta force it in there! Too much. Too much too soon. My right fist is much stronger. My wrists need to come up to that. I need to work on my wrists again. Basically, all my joints are too small for this bag. For how hard I hit. Never had a punching bag before where I could dig into something. Whenever you strike a hard object such as a wall, like this, you want to drum exactly as lightly as that one guy was doing in that video. Like, imagine this like a solid, just a hard wall. You want to drum on it like that. You want to drum on it lightly, pleasantly. You're not looking to. You're just trying to. If you, it's a solid, and if it is absolutely hard, yeah. You don't want to strike it. You want to pummel it. You want to pummel it slowly, so that you don't compress your skin. Allow your skin to rebound, just snap back, rebound back. So if you do this like that, I can't punch on that. I shouldn't punch on that. That slows my growth. Breaking the skin, because I punched plywood. I just went. I was trying to punch through it. It was OSB, about 2 inches total altogether. 1/2 inch thick, 4 pieces, 4 layers. Sitting, side profile looked like that. But I could feel it. I'm getting strong enough where I can actually mess up the surface of some OSB. I could feel the fibers bending. So, yeah, I'm getting stronger. Yeah, I've got so many. I got a backlog of videos which I haven't shared, haven't showed. Of just like me, just a small training exercise. I didn't really miss any days. I missed a few. But most of them, yeah, I slowed down to about like 1 set for all of those a day. I slowed down pretty good. So as I was recording. When you record yourself, you have a tendency to want to like just push. Yeah, to perform well, to do your best. And when you watch enough of your own videos, you want to do your best. You never again get that sensation of like, nah, I'm just gonna do a half-ass. No, I'm gonna try. When it really comes down to it. No, I want the best. I want you kids to see the best, what I've got. I want you to see everything of what I can offer. What good else use am I otherwise? What use am I otherwise? It's about what you provide, man. What do you provide? And that for you, a lot of you, is the strength and safety of your bodies. Being a strong man. Gotta make sure that's what's behind that. Just be strong. Okay. Oh, wow. So I pointed directly at myself too. I'm gonna look at the camera now. He doesn't have to look at it so long because the top half is cut off. Because it is out of focus. Wow, really? Indeed, right here. Okay, one more time. Get this angle right first. The camera screen is off. I keep my screens off because they are one of the most wasteful parts of any unit, because they have to cycle at 60 hertz a second, which is insane. It should be something more. It should be more like, it should be adjustable. It should be that hertz rate should be completely variable. It should not allow it to clock up like that all the time. That's why it's so stressful. That's why it's so engaging as well in some ways. It demands all your angles, attention, and energy. I don't want to grab my fist, but I gotta. Can't hang on to the bag otherwise. There you go. No, I picked. No, yeah. No, wow. Yeah, I mean, if you ever can, get a weight, a measurement scale for all things that you do. The realization that this hitting home for me, that this bag was over 170 pounds, that it made so much sense. Hey, little spider guy. It made so much sense of like what I was actually dealing with before in the past. And just how I was able to launch it just basically with my left fist. When you guys watch some of my early training videos, that was me delivering all my power into the bag. Decided that one just because you don't. It's deceiving how much power he's actually transferring into you because he's practiced that motion so many times. But just that, and it hurt. Like each time it would hurt so much, I wouldn't show that on camera because it was just so. You gonna jump on me? Oh, an opportunity exists. He wants to get on this tree easily. Here you go. Here you go. It's okay. No. Dang it. He jumped on my hand. He jumped into my hand. Fuck, because I didn't hold the frequency well enough. He got caught. His cord got caught, basically right here. And he freaked out because it held him on. He was jumping back and forth and flopping around like a fish, trying to cut the cord. Poor guy. I didn't hold my light strongly enough. That's what happens. Things go around, you get afraid when you don't hold your light. And they feel safe when you do. Yeah. For me, yesterday, that spider was the first, or no, it was today. That spider was the first spider I ever really dealt with in that way. And that was cool. I just want you guys to know that for like the past 8 to 12 months, insects like basically hornets, bugs, anything, black soldier flies, they would come fly up to me, come walk up to me, and they would crawl to sit at my feet, to just cuddle close to my legs, just to be close to me. And like when you're in a traumatized state, unprocessed state, that it makes you start. It's like, no, get away. And it's like all the things from society taught how to fear bugs and all that. And it's only been recently till I calmed down, but. Yeah, I used to do the most healing work with Sarah and Troy, or Sophia and Troy. The only reason I called her Sarah is because they requested me to. But no, I always knew her as Sophia. I met her millions of years ago, back on Pleiadia. She was a girl that I made love to. She was a prisoner, basically. In a sense, because she broke the rules, basically making love or something. Yeah, basically almost anything. If you did anything against the rules, like sexually, like clothing wise, it's like you especially if you got with somebody and like it was wrong, considered wrong. Yeah, they would put you in a fucking like big ass iron cage, like on Pleiadia. They put you in this giant ass cage, chain you down with all these iron chains. Sitting in this like 12-foot cage, you're alone, you got like 12 other cages all around you filled with naked girls, you're naked yourself, you're cold, you're hungry, you're not being attended to, there's not a lot of people looking at you, looking after you. The people who do walk by you just kind of just look at you like nothing, and it's like no concern for your well-being, no concern for your well-being. And me, like, growing up outside of society, I saw and I felt an injustice with that. And I was one of the elite prison guards. I was one of the royal elite. I was an officer. I was higher standing. Officer? No, I was the elite royal. I was an elite guard. I wasn't just a guard. I was a royal guard. I was the guard above the guards. Like really high up. Not a commanding officer, not a manager, not a general, but. And like I visited her, and how I met her was basically being on my guard duties and all that. It was a common practice to basically torture the inmates, and no one knew the concept of sex. So rape was not common back then, because it was just not even a thing. It was just not even much mention or detailed knowing about this was, about the woman, the female human body. What's sex? What's hug? What's love? What's kiss? What are you doing? Why are you hugging? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you holding her? What is that? What is that movement? What is that motion? We didn't even have a word for it. Basically, most people didn't even like understand what the hell was going on. It was just, they're so distant from each other. I don't know why, but yeah, it was just as a joke. The guards around me basically were like, "Oh, you're something about like, oh, you can't rape her," or something like that, or something like. And it's like, yeah, well, it's like, I'm gonna pick on this girl, blah, blah, blah. And as soon as like I got into the cell and like whatever, and it's just all big and huffy, and it's just like, nah, and just like, as soon as I went inside her, it's like a connection happened. Like I felt her. I knew who she was. I could feel who she was, as a spirit, as a being, as a soul, as energy. I'm like, this is a sacred being, and I just stopped. I just stood silent. I was still. I was just like in silence and shock, and she was like looking up, and she like realizing what was going on, and just feeling me as well. Like that's a good soul being up here, forced into this role that I'm playing. What the hell is this? And it's like. And to save face, to help save me, to save my reputation, she kind of like, that moment of silence, that moment of stillness, she was like, oh no, and she started like thrashing around, like in her chains and stuff, no, and just like putting on a show for me. I'm just sitting there, just looking down. I'm just like, and she's like, yeah, and it's like the way like they were facing, you couldn't like, there's no real movement happening, but like it just looked, she was just putting on like, I was like torturing her basically, and just like, I'm just like, you're so beautiful. Everything I know is wrong. And I spent days afterwards just like thinking about it, like, because that connection still remained. Like I could feel this girl, like I was aware of her in her cell. And days would pass, and I'm still just thinking about it. I'm just like, just processing the memories, like, what are we all doing? Like, oh my God, I'm like, I want to hug her. 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 I want to hug that goddamn girl. And so I waited until nightfall, and she could feel me coming, my approach. She's like, I locked the cell. And like before I even like stepped, I was like just a few feet from her. She was already leaning up towards me, like, yes, please hug me, please hold me. She knew what I was coming to do. And I was like, I hugged her, I cried. Tears were coming down my eyes, my face. But the wrong that we were doing as pleading guards, we so casually mistreatment of life. It was common practice even back then, on one of the most richest, the most beautiful planet in existence, the most advanced civilization in the world, the fucking world. Pleiadia. It's the most beautiful system in existence in the galaxy. 22 billion people living on the planet. Jesus Christ. And the amount of like civilization and technology that we had, this city, this structure, the citadels, god damn, those things are huge. They're beautiful. Fuck. And we honored life not. We honored life not. We didn't even honor our angels. No, we completely ignored them. We had 2 billion fucking slaves, guys. 2 billion fucking angel slaves. I can't even put that into fucking words of perspective. Like, they're just, like, sitting off on mining colonies, like, gathering resources for our planet, pushing our consciousness into the ground, because to drive these machines, it was so costly. Billions, God. Yeah, and eventually it drove everyone into like a frenzy, kind of a rage, like what Elon was doing with the Neuralink. Like, you're like, that stress, it forces you, like, you gotta do something, and it's like, you gotta do what? You just gotta exist is all you gotta do, and not kill yourself consciously with your fucking teams and angels. Stupid fuck. And so no one could tell them that. No one had even like the common sense awareness of like what was going on, so they couldn't. And so when she came back, yeah, I felt, yeah, she's the sweetest girl. She was like a PETA body type. She was short. I was a fucking tall ass Pleiadian guard, dude. I was like 6 foot. I was like 6 foot, man. I hit fucking hard. Yeah, and I killed a few. I killed a few of those guys, a few of those guards. Once I realized what we were doing, I was like, I beset upon my own kind, my own people. I started taking names, started taking lives, started setting. And eventually, I stopped doing that. After about 3 or 4, 6, 5, 12 people, I stopped because they were almost they were starting to become aware that it was something could be happening, which was a little up, a little fishy. How the hell did they just suddenly go missing, you know? You know, I do the best I could to take care of them, to set them all free, without using my privilege, using my right. And I would make up stories, and they would make up stories and about how they escaped. And but yeah, she worked along with us very well. So there was women are so freaking intuitive. People just going through life in general, you hear so many quotes and messages that are meant for you. Like they catch your eye, and it's like you read them, it's like, what the hell? That message almost seemed directly intended for me. And so there was one, even though like the reason why Sophia lost her body, lost her life again recently, was because I fought a regent of darkness. I don't know if it was my own, but it was like, yeah, it was an army. Just the energy had taken on shape like physical entities. It was like that hundreds of thousands of millions of demons were after me. Red-shaped, crimson red demons, basically. But like each one was kind of easy to shatter. It was just the sheer number of them. And like I was just like in like a vision state, but like you when you're in those vision states, you are literally being attacked. And it's like you in your energy body, your conscious construct, your avatar state. And it's like it's separate. It's part of you. And like I oh my god, I used my, and like I just realized like I was in the middle of this because I was raising my frequency without clearing the energy around me. I rose too high, and that's what attracted them all towards me. And it's just like, and like I suddenly found myself basically smack dab like in the center of their army, in the center of their army. And it's just like through like all these like there were thousands, and it's just like I'm already up in like in the walls of like the fucking, there's like just, I'm way up in the masses. I'm just like, and when I finally came to the realization, like, and like I'm just like radiating, and like I'm just a single entity. My focus is so small when I'm doing those things. And so when the darkness coming up to me, and like, yeah, like it was just like, whoa, what the hell? It's like rah, rah. And like my vision broad, and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh my god, where the hell am I? Holy shit. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get the fuck down. I gotta really start lowering in frequency, because I'm about to attract all this they're coming at me right now. They're fucking coming at me. What the fuck? Holy fucking shit. I'll fucking see a wall of just a wall of like fucking crimson soldiers manifest, like just like energy, anger, like feelings, emotion, rage, just manifest. Like it's stewed for generations. Now it's like I don't even know what it was from. Like the angels around me called it the 3rd Regiment of Heaven. I personally took on the entire 3rd Regiment of Heaven by myself. And one of the ways I did that was, as I was trying to back away, realizing that this shit was not gonna go away. It's gonna still exist, even if I get the hell away from this thing. And I'm like, no. And I was like, I kind of like flying backwards. It's like I realized like I had wings, and I just these 20 foot, 20, 30 foot thing, like light was like swords, like fucking beams, like wow, like ray guns, bro. It was like a regiment of light firing for me, dude. And I was like, whoa, the energy drain. I was like, oh fuck, keep going down, keep going. I was like, man, it was fucking crazy. Busting through that, what's it called? Waves of fucking soldiers, waves of those dark entities. And I was like, went through one of them, I was like, and like I could feel it like taking parts of me off, like if I didn't go at it forcefully enough, and like it was like I could recover like more energy drains. And I was like, man, fighting all this shit. Finally, like I was just like just running, just like kept going down, like, and I was just like, I said, fuck it, I just said, teleport, bro. Boom. Paddle back to safety, all the way down, man. I don't care. I was just like, I took out so much of that. I took out a lot. But like, and like it came, when the waves were converging on me, I turned my back on one of them. I kind of like, I initiated my light, and my angels, Troy stood perfectly right here. so she was safe. But Sarah was off to the side, and when they hit, it basically blew her body away. That's how forceful it was. Sophia, she's not very strong. She wasn't very strong, solid built. Yeah, when it comes to conscious constructs, they are real, and when you encounter darkness, it does take pieces. It does hurt you. It hurts some part of you. When you lose your light body, it's called a light body. When you lose that avatar, it affects your consciousness. It almost gives you a fucking headache, and it's just like you lose a third of your consciousness. Like, it's just you can't operate well without it. And you have people who are very experienced at like repairing those for you. Most of you all, because you don't shine your light that hard, you're not going to ever encounter these things. I think it's just specifically for the healers that do. People who are unintegrated and uncleared, who try to raise their frequency too high, will encounter darkness entities like that. And usually it's just memories. It's just memories. It was nothing like, up until that point, like for months and months and months and months and months, I had never encountered anything like that before. Parts of it, but nothing like. Usually, yeah, you just deal with the memory itself. And usually it's never made solid manifest like that. But yeah, so that's why I lost her. And so women are so freaking intuitive. The message that you get from source and spirit from like all around you. Even though to me it wasn't a big emotional loss, I just accepted it like, oh, fuck. Wait, I was like, wait. It was like a day later, I was like, not even a day later, I was like, wait, where's Sarah? There's Troy, where's Sarah? She's missing. What is she? Oh no, are you kidding me? And it's like the realization, I was like, oh, damn, I'm sorry, girl, she wasn't even with us. I'm like, fuck. I could feel her, like, how, like, she got returned back to source. I could feel, like, her recovery. It takes about 3 or 4 days for them to fully, like, complete days for their body to even, like, get to a state where they can come back. And their consciousness becomes part of the world again. Until then, they're not a part of the world. They're outside of it. They're out of that frequency. And so even though it wasn't an emotionally damaging event, Irie spoke about Sarah like, it's like, you said something like, oh, I'm so sorry, she sustained a fatal injury. You're like, I'm so sorry, like, I felt so bad. And it's like, and it's like, I'm so sorry for your loss, and like, my condolences or something. And it was just like, that, just reading those words, I was like, that felt like such a completeness, a closure for me. I'm just like, thank you for honoring somebody who wasn't even like related to you, that you probably have no even idea of what you're saying, or like you're probably speaking about something completely different. For me, it's a message meant for me. I'm like, wow, just the beauty of like someone's like saying like, I am so sorry for your loss. That really sucks. You poor soul. Here, let me hug you. That does so much for someone. Oh my God, I didn't realize how much that did. Thanks, Ivy. I can't even say your name right. Irie. Anyways, no, I didn't even spend that much time around Irie. Poor girl. She blocked me from like basically ever seeing her Twitter again. I just like teasing everyone that I just like teasing everyone that's teasable. That's even slightly teasable. It's fun. Kana, Shiro, can't really tease them, but it's just fun. It's just fun talking to you girls. Because you all are so beautiful and so strong in your own ways. Thank you all. Yeah, try to spend time with one another and like just be a part of each other's lives. And yeah, I'm gonna go inside now. Yeah, the greatest service that you can do for one another is an act of love. And an act of love takes many shapes, many forms. Talking to someone, being with someone, that's love. Sharing your time with them, sharing your food, sharing your energies. talking, communicating. Yeah. When you don't have a left, yeah. I was gonna say, when you don't have a left brain, it's kind of hard to do, but yeah, thanks everyone, thanks girls. Okay.
Salads, eat more salads, please eat more salads. Eat more fresh greens and avocados.
I'm gonna start doing some squats. I'm just gonna hold my phone. Let's go for it. Okay. Alright. Oh. Cool. Okay. Yeah. I do these all the time. Yay. That's literally what I've been doing this whole time. It's just static holds, so I've been getting so strong. Yay. Lady. They are tiring if you do them hard enough. Lady, I gotta go outside and wash up. Yeah, you just do this till you can do them no more. Yay. Yay.